What's up, homies and hoes? Today is the 10th anniversary of my YouTube channel. So, since it's been a while since I made a video or showed off anything with my world, I figured I'd go ahead and make a video. I don't have anything, special planned for the 10th anniversary. So, just thought I'd go ahead and make a video on what I've been up to on this world since it's been over a year. It's weird to think that it's been so long since I've done a video on this place. I didn't really start working on it until beginning of January. That's when I started working on it again. Started designing the interior. It was a lot of back and forth between my creative world and this world, designing and building, and then getting to a point where I needed to design something else. Then I'd go back to the world, mess around a little bit. But actually, the first month that I started playing again, I didn't even really play. I was just AFK at the top of the world, waiting for wandering traders to spawn so I could get the cherry blossom saplings. And after the 68th wandering trader, I finally got my first cherry blossom sapling, which gave me all the saplings that I needed, for all the current woods that are in the game. It's a shame it wasn't the 69th, it's just one away from being real nice, but I was also just really happy to finally be done with AFKing and actually being able to play. So this is what I've got so far in this world. I really haven't done much, even though it's been a year. I've done more in a month before than I've done in this past year. But I just haven't really been playing Minecraft a whole lot ever since I put my game that I'm working on out there. Just kind of been more doing that in my free time, playing other games. So this is the storage room. I wanted to use some different blocks that I don't normally use, some newer ones. So I went with some concrete here, some glazed terracotta, bamboo, and the cherry logs as well. You've got this nice little archway here, and yeah, this is just what I came up with. Got some water flowing along the sides. And the way that you get up to the second floor, I didn't design into my design, so that I actually get up to the second floor, even though it doesn't have anything on it. So I don't know why you'd want to. You just get in this little water and you use a trident to fling yourself up here. And that's how you get up to the second floor. It's not perfect, but I figure it's in theme with this world since it's all ocean anyway. Kind of just thinking about, well, what would be something unique to have for this world, and yeah, tridents. Tridents are unique. I got plenty of tridents. There's nothing up here on the second floor anyway, so it's not really a big deal to have to get up here. At least not yet. The only reason I can come up here is to build. I don't have any plans right now, at least, for anything up here on this floor. Maybe eventually I'll add something, well, can't add something there because on the other side of this is the water tanks for the outside. There is a little bit of room behind here, about this much, but I don't know what I'd even put back here. I just kind of left room around the outside in case I wanted to do a huge auto sorting system into all the chests. But yeah, that would be a lot of hoppers and It'd lag a lot with all that in here. So I don't know. I'm fine with just doing it manually for now at least. Down here, I'll eventually put some small trees and bushes maybe around these grassy areas. This middle section is gonna, well, it's basically at what the ceiling height's gonna be. And then it's going to curve a little bit up, then connect back down to that side. And, you know, you'll see at some point in the future what it'll look like. I'm still deciding what the roof is gonna look like. Kind of want to have some glass in the ceiling to be able to see out, but I also want to have some openings in the ceiling just so I can use the trident to get out easily. But that stuff's still in early development, so nothing's really set in stone yet. So underneath this place, we've got a big room of nothing. Got some slime spawning in here because there's a slime chunk. And this is where the original dirt platform that started this whole thing was. It was up at about this level, right around here. But I had to get rid of it. It is a little sad to see it go and to not have it be here anymore, but you know, that's just how the evolution of this world is. The outside of this is designed as such. Took a while to design this, mostly because I just kept making it bigger and bigger in design, because originally it was maybe only like 40 across, and then when I tested it out to see like in this world how wide across it would be like on the inside, it just yeah, it just seemed kind of small for this big platform. So then I went and I was like, okay, I gotta redesign it. So let me just show you. Whoa, Anzod is you. Alright, we're here in the creative world where all the head banging happens, all the thinking, stress of trying to figure out what to build. So this was the original one that I built, which is like pathetically small. Like, you gotta wonder how I even thought this was gonna work. And when I realized that, I was like, okay, well, it's gotta be bigger. So then I was like, alright, we got this. You know, this is like a lot bigger. Looks like it might work, you know? So I went to, you know, the cave world, built it. Well, I didn't build it, but I just measured it out, and I was like, yeah, this is still a little too small. Could be a little bit bigger. So even though I had built up to this point and built this much, I was like, you know, I really don't want to have to build it again and redesign it, because this had taken me a while to come up with. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to, because it's gonna be here forever. So then I built this, and this one is 68 blocks in diameter from its longest points. And after this, I was like, yep, this is it. This is what it's gonna be. And so then I just built it. Took a long time. Several, probably like, I don't know, 6-7 hours coming up with all these different ones. Coming back and forth between this world and the other world. Since I'm here, you can see the design process in here. This is about as much as I built and tested before building the real thing. And then this is, you know, a little sneak peek of what the middle's gonna look like. Except these are gonna be 1 block farther apart. These sandstone sections, so that they line up with these pillars. And you can see here I was testing out different ways to add water throughout this build. For a while I was trying to come up with something up here, like having water, like having something that like was flowing water out of it and like down into the waterway down there. And one of those things I was thinking was this, so I had built this thing, which I think kind of looks like an Octorok from Legend of Zelda. I didn't mean for it to, but just kind of did. And that was going to be flowing water out into here. So that would have been put like right here, or like right about here. But I just didn't like the way it looked, so just got rid of it. But I wanted to keep it, so I like copy pasted it over there where it was out of the way. Because originally it was built here. A lot of things were originally built here. I mean, this second floor where the sandstone is, oh man, so much time went into trying to figure out what to build here because I was clueless. I tried so many different things on this for this second floor. And then over here's a little sneak peek of what I'm cooking up next. You know, it's still in the design phase, so it's gonna change a little bit from what this is. This is kind of what I'm looking at building next. And, you'll see where that's gonna go eventually. Alright, and the last thing that I've been working on, which is the most recent thing I've been working on, which is why it's not finished, are these pillars holding up this platform. So this is how they're designed, how they look. It's not what I originally intended. It's sort of a mixture of two different designs that I had in mind and had designed. So the general shape of this pillar is, you know, what I wanted, but what's changed is the inside right here. So you can see right now it's got glass with some lava flowing through it, adding light, you know, as if the sea lanterns weren't already adding light. But this was sort of like a design that I was thinking of doing, and then I decided not to do. And what I was gonna do was have kelp blocks where the glass is, and then end rods in here to give it light. But then I realized that end rods can't be waterlogged, and they would have been getting blocked, you know, just destroyed constantly because they can't be underwater. So then I was just like thinking that I was gonna have to go back to the design board with it, but instead I just went ahead and went with like a sort of backup design, I guess, that I had come up with. It's a little slightly different than what I had done before. I don't remember exactly how this looked. I know these half slabs in the middle weren't here in the like lava version of this pillar, but I think it looks nice. So right now I've only got 4 because I was testing out how many pillars I even wanted, since you know, I don't want to block the back section too much, but I don't want it to look like the pillars aren't really doing much, and I don't want them to look too far apart, but I don't want them to look too close together either. But then I also didn't want to block this window here, because then it wouldn't make sense if there was a pillar like right out in front of here. So then that had to be accounted for, and so I built sort of like the bone structure of this, like a basic version of it, several times around here, testing out like which position to put these pillars and stuff. And this is just kind of the best version. Doesn't look as great as I would want it to look, but it doesn't look bad either. Like, it makes sense. Like, it looks kind of awkward having such a big gap here, but I mean, these windows kind of make it so that you have to have a big gap right there. But then I wanted it to look more curved in the front, but it doesn't really look curved right now, maybe because that one's just missing on this side. I'm a little nitpicky like that. Just, I like it. Like, I can live with it, obviously, but I feel as though it could definitely have looked better. Maybe if there was, maybe if they were like connected here a little bit, like arched, like between here, maybe that would look better. I don't know. I'm not going to worry too much about it. You're not really going to be looking at this place from underneath anyway. And that's it for everything I've done so far during that year. Not much has been done, it feels like, but I also haven't been working on this world either. So that's it from me. Happy 10 years on YouTube to me, I guess. And I'll see you next time.